So to get started with the Photoshop, when you'll open the Photoshop, you'll see this interface. These are the recent works if you have opened them. And to create a new file, we have to just go to create new. This will pop up a menu. This will say new document. Now this says recent, the recent dimensions. Here we can set the dimensions, the resolution, the orientation of our document. Okay, so these are the recent works and these are the saved ones. I have saved some for my reference. So in general, there are different presets available for Photoshop dimensions and resolution. For photos, there are landscape options, portrait options. The dimensions are mentioned below, and the resolution is also mentioned. What's the resolution? What's the dimension? We'll discuss it in later. Just go through these presets. If this is the print presets, like if you want to print something, this is the A4 paper dimensions, and A6, A5 paper, like for pamphlets and other things. Similarly, if you go for web, if you are designing something for web, you have these dimensions for web, like HD in web, web large size, web medium, web minimum, and MacBook and other things. Uh, Similarly, for mobile, there are different mobile presets, like for different versions of iPhone, for different versions of Android and iPad mini and Apple Watch even. So these are just different dimensions. You can have numeric other values. So what if you want your own dimensions? You can set them right here in this option. You can adjust the width, you can adjust the height according to you, and in the units you want. Mostly these are the pixels and inches. So pixels, the orientation, either it would be vertical or horizontal. And keep this artboard unchecked if you're working on designing something. So resolution, there are two most common values for resolution, saying 72 and 300. Okay, what's the difference? 72 resolution is used if you're designing something for web. If you see again here in these presets, we're designing for mobile, we have the resolution 72. We're designing for the web, we have the resolution 72. But if we need to print something, then what's the dimension, what's the resolution? 300. So you see, when you have to print something, it has to be like a high quality resolution, or PPI should be higher. PPI, pixels per inch. Okay, 300 PPI, pixels per inch. So this will give you a good quality of print. So about color mode, there are several options for color modes as well, but the most commonly used are RGB, red, green, blue, and CMYK color. So again, the difference is between what we're designing. If we're designing for web, you have to go with RGB color, because RGB colors, they have a wide range of colors. Like the red, green, blue are the basic colors. They mix to give all other colors. In all those colors, some of them are not printable. So CMYK color, which comprises of cyan, magenta, yellow, and these, they are those colors which are printable. They are available for printing. So if you need to design something for printing, you have to go for CMYK. If you have to go with RGB color, then if you have to go with web designing, like something you're designing for web, you have to go with RGB color. So the bit is normally 8. It's okay. And background contents, you can choose a color of your own option, like anything from this. Okay, but for now I will keep it white. Okay, so if you want to save this for future reference, like so you can save it from here. You can just give any name to this preset, and then you have saved this preset. I'm gonna cancel it. Now create. So the file has been created. Okay, so this was if you want to differentiate, if you want to change your canvas size or the dimensions we've set earlier, you can just go to this image, and here is this option, canvas size. So this is showing the current size, the size of the file as well, width this much and height this much. And when you will set the your own dimensions, like anything, you can also choose which units you want to display your thing. Then it will show you the new size of your file. Okay, and relative, if you want it to be somewhat relative to each other. Okay, so canvas extension color, like in which pattern or in when the canvas will extend, what will be the filling of that, what will be the color or filling of that extension. So you can choose from this. So I'm gonna press OK to see if my, you see my canvas size has changed. It has got a bit wider because we have changed the width. So this was it with the getting started and opening a new file and these options. And for saving, of course, we have to see, like, yes, say I'll take a brush right now real quick. I've just made something real quick. So Control S to save a file. I'll just go to desktop for this reference. Okay, testing. Okay, there are various options for the file format. This one here is the Photoshop. This will save all your work as it is in these layers, and every setting here, it will be saved in Photoshop file. The extension says .psd. Okay, and if you want it to be a picture, then you can have these options, JPEG mostly, and this is a PDF. You can also have PDF and PNG. Okay, there are different other options as well. You can explore if you want them. Okay, mostly for pictures, this is JPEG or PNG, or maybe PDF if you want it to be printed or something. So this is the save settings for this. Okay, and of course, you know, if you're working for web designing and you have to preserve dimensions very accurately, you can have this option saying save for web. Okay, the shortcut for that is Control Shift Alt with S. This menu will pop up saying save for web 100%. Okay, so we can navigate through it, and the dimensions are preserved very well. And keep one thing in mind, to keep this in PNG 24. Okay, these are the resolution of your file. So PNG 24 is the highest value here. Okay, so check to keep it in check. So we can save this right like this in the place we want. So cancel it for now. So that was it with the file size and the file settings of Photoshop. Thank you.